What's going on, YouTube family? I hope everybody out there having a nice, positive day. Before we get started, man, hit that like button, smack that subscribe button, lock into the channel. We about to talk about our black head coaches of college football right now. I know it was another crazy, crazy week of college football, crazy, but I expect it to be like that from here on out. In my opinion, the playoffs already started. It's playoff season right now. It's do or die right now. Every win count, every loss count. Every loss is crucial right now. So you really have to play to win from now on. You ain't no more room to let a couple of these games slide past you no more. We going into week 8. Like I said, we almost at the tail end of the season. It's almost time for the playoff predictions. It's do or die right now. You can't come out here and lose nothing. But shout out to Kent State, Coach Burns, man. I don't know what's going on up there, man. Can't get right. Can't get a win. They 0-6 right now. Out of all the black head coaches, the 17 black head coaches, Kent State, Coach Burns, he on the bottom, man. He doing the worst, man. I really wish the best for him. I want to see all these coaches keep their job. But hey, man, it is what it is, man. But hope Kent State can get a W for the season over with. But we gotta give a big shout out to Penn State, man. Coach Franklin and Coach Freeman at Notre Dame. They got a big win over Stanford, which they should have. But Penn State, man, playoff type win. I'm really glad they got this W. This showed that Penn State is a little tougher than they was last year, a little more hungrier. And I'm looking forward to really seeing Penn State get into this playoff. I think this year is Penn State's best chance to get into a top 3, top 4, top 5 spot in that playoff. Maybe get a bye. Maybe win the Big Ten. I feel like this the best year for them, and I'm looking forward to seeing them do it. Shout out to Penn State, man. I know they got a lot of doubters and haters and people that really don't believe in them, but I think they're gonna shock the world this year, man. Shout out to Virginia. They took a close game, took an L to Louisville, close game, tough team to play. They played pretty good through that game though, and as you see, they took a L. Purdue took a L. Maryland took an L to Northwestern. Colorado State got the dub over San Jose State. Now we're keeping an eye on Coach Norvell out there because he still got a chance to win the Mountain West. We're gonna see how that unfolds, but we're gonna see how those guys finish the season and maybe they can win that Mountain West. I'm really looking forward to seeing if any of these black coaches can win their conference, man. That'd be big time, especially Syracuse. But Middle Tennessee State took an L. As y'all can see, Georgia State took an L. Western Michigan got a dub. That puts them at 3-3 right now. They looking good. 3 wins away from being bowl eligible. NIU got the win. That puts them at 4-2. They still I still feel like they can have a damn good season if they can win out, make a bowl game, make a run for that MAC championship. So we're gonna see what happens with NIU, man. But they got a win this weekend. Shout out to Coach Hammock. Like I said, y'all remember him from that big win over Notre Dame. They kind of fell off after losing to who they lose? They lost to one of them, I think Buffalo or some one of them little rinky-dink teams that I would expect them to win, but they just end up taking that crushing loss, man. I think that was one of them losses. Like I said before, they gonna look back and they gonna want that one back, man. They gonna want that one back. They took 2 losses in a row. Before they even got back on a winning streak, now they've won 2 in a row. So shout out to NIU, man. But man, right now I gotta give a shout out to Coach Fran Brown, man. Coach Brown, my man this year, man. He doing this motherfucking thing, man. Syracuse gets the win over NC State. You see Marshall took an L. UCLA took another L. Shout out to Coach Foster. Shout out to Coach Prime, man. Kansas State. That was a tough loss. Really think that was a pass interference at the end of the game. And I don't know why they abandoned the run game in the second half, just completely abandoned it. But man, Syracuse, big win over NC State. A game some people might thought had been a little fight for them, which it was. But they came out on top. And I'm really looking forward to Syracuse running the table for the rest of the season. But we gotta beat Pittsburgh, gotta beat Miami. So it's gonna be a little shaky. I think that Miami and Syracuse game is at the end of the season. That's gonna be one to determine who gonna win this ACC or not. But like I said, Miami looking top tier. Miami looking like the team to beat in that conference. But you got Pittsburgh creeping, and also you got Syracuse creeping. Because this Coach Fran Brown has got that program playing at a high level already early, and I think that he don't get enough praise. He don't get enough recognition for what he's doing. He's already beat 2 top 25 teams. They sitting at what Syracuse sitting at 5-1 right now. Could easily be ranked. I believe he deserves to be in the top 25. If they can ride this season out and be 10-1 before they see Miami, y'all just look forward to that Miami Syracuse being a damn good game. What they call a barn burner. That motherfucker gonna be off the chain, straight up. Should be packed out. That, like I said, that's gonna determine who's gonna win this ACC. But like I said, I would really love to see Coach Brown win the ACC. Can y'all imagine Coach Brown and Syracuse win the ACC in his first season? I mean, come on, man. Historic, man. But I would really love to see Syracuse win the ACC. Penn State win the Big Ten. And I would really love to see if Colorado can come back and win this Big 12. But after this Kansas State loss, you know, it's kind of looking a little dim for them right now. But they're going to have a couple teams lose. And they're going to have to win out. They can't lose no more conference games at all. And we might can see Coach Norvell win that Mountain West. So that's 4 black head coaches that can win that conference this year. Like I said, we ain't gave up on Prime. We know that was a close game. Kansas State, you know, they should have won. They could have won that game. Should have won that game. I don't know why you in a man-to-man at the end of the game, you ain't got no defense over the top to help the man. I mean, he's out there on the island by himself. I mean, I think one-on-one coverage is you know, one of the weak spots for Colorado's defense. I don't know why they haven't learned it yet, but I mean, I thought they would learn from last year, that Stanford game. But very unfortunate for Colorado to lose that game. Like I've said before, you know, shout out to all the guys. Shout out to Kent State. Shout out to Marshall. And if you don't know, if you're new to the channel, if you don't know about the black head coaches of college football, of course, you got Michigan, Notre Dame, Colorado, Penn State, Colorado State, Virginia, NIU, Middle Tennessee State, Temple. They had a bye week this week. Michigan had a bye week too. Kent State, Syracuse, Middle Tennessee State, Marshall, Western Michigan, Georgia State, Maryland, UCLA, and Purdue. Those are all 17 teams that have black head coaches. And I'm looking forward to all of them keeping their job. I don't know what's going on with Kent State. I know you on the hot seat right now, Coach Burns, but Purdue's not having a pretty good a good season at all. They sitting at 1-5 right now. UCLA sitting at 1-5. They're not having a really good season. And then you got Temple sitting at 1-5. So, you know, a few of these coaches just not having good seasons at all. But hey, let's keep our heads up, man. Keep going, keep moving forward. Because a lot of these coaches showing out, like Coach Franklin, Coach Brown, Coach Friedman, showing out. Like I said, man, shout out to Coach Hammock. But shout out to all these coaches, man. And if you don't know, now you know. Stay tuned to the channel. Lock in all black. We're gonna keep up with them every week. They went 6-9 this week. We had 2 teams, Michigan and Temple, had bye weeks. Man, like I said, it's on the tail end of the season. Everything crucial right now. Everything is must win. Everything must win. These last we got 5 games left. Yeah, everything must win. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, about 5 games left. 5, 6 games. Yeah, 5 games left. So, like I said, a lot of teams sitting at 6-0 right now. Penn State, one of them. But, man, hey, shout out to all the black head coaches. Give all of them the love and the praise that they deserve. Give all of them the recognition they love. And if you didn't know who was coaching these teams or you didn't know what was going on with the black head coaches, like I said, we went from, 14 last year. Now we at 17. I hope to look up one day and see 20 or 30. This is something that I would love to see continue to grow on the college level. Mike Tomlin, come on. Come on to the college world, man. College football where it's at, man. It's better than the pros to me. Over 100-some teams, you just never know. It's action-packed every week. You just never know what's going on, man. It really don't matter about recruits and all that to me. And it just matter about the game plan and the coaching, man, and what you're gonna do in between them lines, man. What kind of strategy you gonna bring to the table. And that's what college football, that's what it's all about, man. Really, really real football. Ain't no stage shit. Ain't no rig shit. Now, them referees be tricky sometimes, but, man, this is real life, authentic football, man, to me, if you ask me. So, man, shout out to all these coaches, man. Y'all stay tuned to the channel, man. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button, man. Sean G, I'm out of here, man.